Okay. Stream's going. Hello, I'm back. I'm here. My hair is a fucking mess. I need a haircut. But anyways, so I did some grinding off screen. So that should help a little bit. So I found this. I found Renoir's drafts. Because that was the one place I was looking for last time. Hold on. Load previous saves. That one. Have to be that one. Oh. And I was looking at the guide because I wanted to know whether or not that was something I should probably tackle before I get to the actual like end part of the game. From what I've been seeing is that it's kind of a yes and no kind of situation, because I think the drafts gives you a lot of health. Not a lot of health. What am I talking about? A lot of XP, if you get it done. So we're here.
We're below the monolith, where he was sealed.
Oh, careful.
I did explore here a little bit. These enemies are pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie about that. I did also get to level 80, I believe.
A storm is coming.
My turn. Incoming.
No, too early. I was a little too early. God damn it.
Just try it.
Lune just jumping. Ah!
Just try it. Incoming. Watch out.
Ready to evade.
That was too early. Oh. Let me do this. Connect directly in. Alright. I'm in.
We're below the monolith, where he was sealed.
Oh, careful.
I wonder if I can get past them. I can. And then just met with more enemies. Hello. Goodbye. Alright, let's see what the fuck I'm up against. Ooh. Ooh. Aline and I, we used to understand each other. Both of us lived for the process of creation, more so than the product. Capturing the essence of an idea, half-formed, nebulous, teetering on the edge of existence, shaping it into being. But she's changed. She no longer cares for the act of painting, only what her painting can achieve, and she will drive herself mad trying to paint what is unpaintable. She's not mad, she's struggling with grief. Not much daylight between the two. I live it every day. It is why I paint. The process helps me make sense of the chaos and find my bearings. Every painting is proof that I have not surrendered to despair, but it's no longer the same for her. Aline. Oh, fuck me!
Let the ink flow. Thunder! Strike swift!
Let's carve a path. That's better. Time to strike.
Careful, Mael.
Damn it, I forgot. This motherfucker does it really early. No, really late.
I'm ready.
Watch out. Careful now.
Careful, Verso.
I hate this shit so much.
Coming.
Ready to obey.
Lune, careful. I think I'll improvise.
That hurts.
Oh yeah, I'm blighted. I know I'm silenced.
Not impressed.
Oh yeah.
On me.
Nope, too late. Oh my god, they're both dead.
I'm ready. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm ready. I'm ready. Overflowing with energy.
Here we go again.
Ready to obey. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm ready.
Fuck you, bitch.
I'll do it. Ready to obey.
Not impressed.
Oh, I forgot to equip anti-blight for Verso. Yeah, I should probably equip that.
Get ready.
Damn. Alright, I gotta equip anti-blight. No. Obscur. Nope. Oh, hold on. 'Cause I think I have it all set. Yeah, it's all done. Good. Good.
We're below the monolith, where he was sealed.
Careful.
I'm just gonna run past these guys. Don't mind me. There's some stuff over there. Clair, Obscur.
A storm is coming.
Nope.
Really need it. Time to strike.
Oh, come on. I had that.
Ready to evade.
Watch out, my elf.
I'll do it.
Get ready. Watch out, my elf.
Take cover.
Ready to carry.
Oh, fuck you. So dumb.
Let's carve a path. Maximum damage.
Get up, Mayo.
Disaster expedition, eh?
Oh, I should have shot those.
Lune, watch out.
For now. Incoming.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I should probably shoot bubbles.
Let's start.
Watch out, my elf. Luna, you go. Not impressed.
Not looking good.
Whoops. Got it.
Blades sharp. Prepare for annihilation.
Danger!
Damn it! You bastard.
Careful now.
Me.
What was that?
Watch out, my elf.
Let's start.
I didn't know they could do that.
I think I'll improvise.
Oh yeah, silence. Because I can't do shit.
Cut him down. End is nigh.
Fuck! Getting that timing down not greatly.
Ready to evade. Careful, Clair.
Ready to help. Please, fly.
Brace yourself.
Oh, that's not good.
Time to hit big. Prepare for annihilation.
No margin for error.
Let's finish this.
Careful, Verso.
There we go. Jesus.
Let's dance.
Watch out there.
Take cover!
Let's have some fun. Let's carve a path.
Danger!
I'm not giving up. Guard up. On me.
Luna, be careful.
Brace yourself.
Watch out.
Damn it!
Let's push forward. The eternity of ice.
Well, thanks. Let's dance.
There we go.
On fire. Parry it.
End of the line.
Let us stain them. Prepare to
Bring it on. Let's carve a path. Let's carve a path. Luna, careful.
I'm ready.
Void takes everything.
Let us stain them.
Whew. You bitch.
Get ready.
Hey, prepare to die, asshole.
On fire.
Kralim. Guessing that's for Lune. Lightning. Casting a skill increases the skill damage of all other elements by 20%. Resets when casting a skill of a previous element. On turn start, if no stains, 2 random stains will be generated, plus 1 AP when all stains are consumed. Hey, what's up? That looks like something that we should be able to break. But I don't think we have the ability to do that now. Oh, hey. Pathway. Whoa. No, 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 no.
Interesting.
Nice try. I legitimately thought that was an enemy. Hello, s'il vous plaît. Orb. That looks like a dead axon. Oh. Verso's T-posing. That might be the end of this little section. Oh, there's possibly something over there.
Nice.
Say I just skipped all those enemies. Alright, what the fuck is this shit? Is this a point of... Oh, never mind. That's point of the abyss. Thank you. Whoa, that is intense. Holy shit, that is intense.
Maybe we should turn back. I sense something powerful down this path.
Maybe you shut the hell up.
Let's go.
Whee! Air physics freaking out. That's fine. There's a flag. What the hell is this?
These swords. They look like the ones in old Lumiere.
Ah, so he's the one who felled the Axon.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is...
Simon.
I'm sorry?
You know him.
He's an old friend of mine. We joined Expedition Zero together. He disappeared and I thought... Looks like you met Clair. I'll lay you to rest. My friend.
He's cool. Is this gonna be fucking notorious?
Finesse and bliss.
A storm is coming. Thunder! Strike swift!
I would have lived. Good stuff.
That is some high health. Ah, fucking hell.
Bring it on.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I guess Simon's not fucking around. God damn it. He's going.
Please survive.
Take cover!
Uh-oh. Well. He did a strong ass combo. Oh, you bitch! Well, I don't think Simon's doable right now. All right, we'll come back to Simon after, a little bit after. Maybe I might have to grind a little bit, and our journey hasn't completed thus far. I guess I'll go beat Renoir's ass now. So we're level 81. Except for CL and Monoko. So what did I do? I went to the Dark Shore, which is like the beginning, and I was like upgrading for a good bit, but I only got to like 80. Alright, let's go beat up Renoir. Let's see all the boss phases. Get me in there. Okay. Oh yeah, we had a cool Return of the Kings moment. Excuse me, King. Singular. Oop.
Feeling better.
Good stuff. Let's carve a path.
Alright, fuck me then.
Good stuff.
Felt so abrupt. That's cool. They're having their own turn-based battle.
Let us stain them.
Let's carve a path.
Let's spill something. On fire.
Okay. Plunder. Strike quick.
That's better. Ready to strike.
Nope.
Ready to evade.
I don't think I was supposed to be this high of a level. I think that's what it said when I was reading the guide. Is that like, if you get to an incredibly high level, you're gonna trivialize the boss fight and most like ending fights. But fuck it, we ball. Cool. That was some cool ass shit though. Oh, it is kind of like choose your own path.
Oh, lovely.
Give 2 AP on applying powerful. Get over here, bitch. Alright. Yeah, that was like the beginning of the game with Gustav doing his French shit. Jesus. Oh, the music's ramping up.
Finesse and grace. From fire.
Thunder. Strike swift.
I would have lived. Let's carve a path.
Keep going. Oh, lovely.
Oh, that's gay. So what is this? Are these people that gamaged? Or are these just other expeditioners?
Yeah. From fire.
I would have lived. Time to end this.
Keep going.
That's better.
Okay.
Just in
Ready
case.
to strike. Let's carve a path. Phantom stars.
On me.
Oh, too early.
Ready to strike. Your father. He's at the tower.
Yes. My own.
My Alicia. Isn't it beautiful here? Her paintings are always astonishing. Yet, I wish she would understand. Understand what? Just what it means for me to paint. What do you mean? The boy has gone silent.
Great.
Stunned enemy. Not bad. Wow, wow, wee, wow. 16. Yeah, that works. I was say, cool, that shit is happening.
An advantage.
From fire.
Good.
Anything over here? Nope, that's the way I came from. Whoa! Oh hey, a big boy.
Good stuff.
Medic Ashashir? Ashashir? I don't know. Oh, wait. Whereas bitch ass light.
Let us stay now.
You're outmatched. You're outmatched. That's better.
Ready to carry. I'm ready.
Let's try, idiot.
A storm is coming.
Yeah, nice try, moron. And counter-attack damage. Oh, that's not bad.
Well, that will help.
Let's go see Papa.
The Opera House.
Lumiere has suffered much damage. There's something in the water. Ask SK to bring it to the surface. This is Expedition 60. Legendary expedition known for its unorthodox tactics.
William, Expedition 60. They mocked us when we said the human body is the strongest of them all. We trained relentlessly, and now our bodies have achieved the pinnacle of human performance, with which we are able to crush our enemies. We are so much more agile and aerodynamic without the heavy uniforms constraining our glorious muscles. With Leslie's unstoppable training regime, we are impervious. That's how we were able to charge through that ghostly Gamage barrier and reach the Paintress. But it seems we've been wrong about what she is. The Paintress is just as trapped as we. The real terror lies beneath the monolith. The rest of Expedition 60 marched on to confront him, while I was tasked to warn Lumiere. But it seems I might have run out of time. One last swim separates me from Lumiere. But even with my mighty muscles, I don't know if I can outswim the Gamage.
Those fucking little
So here
buggo.
I write my final message. Bare naked muscles will save the world. And don't waste time on the Paintress. Aim for the bottom of the monolith.
So Simon is the thing that they saw. There's a little bug that just like flew over right into my face.
What have we here?
Alright, cool opera fight.
Perfect.
Wee. This is cool.
What have we here? Nevrons from the Axon Islands. What are they doing here?
Like axons, they're Papa's called.
Oh.
Good.
Let's keep going.
Ready to strike. Ah! Didn't really mean it.
Okay.
Ow.
Would have lived. Cut him down.
Oh, Versal's head kind of looked a little weird for a little bit. Controso. Contorso, excuse me. Controso. Nope,
An advantage.
not the right placements of the letters.
Anja. On fire.
Let us stay then. Take cover.
I was one of those little fuckers.
Nice. From fire.
Good. Thunder. Strike swift.
My turn. Fountain stars.
Brace yourselves.
That's better. Maximum damage.
Grab this. You guys, yeah, you guys have some.
Finesse and grace. From fire.
Let us stay then. Thunder. Strike swift.
Fountain stars. Careful now.
Okay. Brace yourselves. Well, that will help.
Surprised I came out of that one unscathed.
Almost there.
Mayo. Let's go.
Good stuff.
Maybe I should continue. Maybe. I should continue. Continue what? Forever. Forever. The boy has gone silent. That wasn't creepy, little boy. Whoa. Just a flash of red. Wow, wow, wow.
Good stuff.
Hey, a merchant. After all of the mess that's happening, I was the only one curious enough to make the journey here. But this place is sad. Trade. High rush on S rank. I foretell an enemy that breaks shields. burst, so.
Good stuff. You're outmatched. End of the line. Ready to strike.
Cool. Thanks for the distraction. Now let me sell you some real goods. Full strength, 25% increased damage on full health. Okay, who am I equipping that to? It's 20.
Papa is somewhere past the gardens. I can't sustain the expeditioners much longer.
Ned, we need to defeat them fast.
Something over here. No. Ugh.
Ready to strike. Phantom stars. Good stuff.
There's increased damage with radiant attacks. Sup? Sup, benches?
Let's spill some ink.
Oh, that was the wrong enemy.
Thunder. Strike swift.
There's no music.
Clair, Obscur. That's better.
What have we here?
Alright, let's go check the other side. What you got? What you got? Ah, I see. That's what you got.
Thunder. Strike swift.
Ready to strike.
Shoot.
Watch out, my Al.
Brace yourselves.
Shooby-doo-be-doo-boo-doo-boo-doo-boo-doo.
Oh, lovely.
Doo-boo-doo-boo. Beep, 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 beep-doo-boo, beep, beep. Beep, 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 boo-doo-boo. What's up?
Nice.
Thunder. Strike swift.
Let's carve a path.
Damn it. Too early with that shit. Not really using dodge that much, but still, it's not. Oh, She has a bit more options. But there is a full strength, yeah. That one off. Auto regen I'll keep. Anti-blight. Leave full strength on Verso. I'll go with that one. That was not what I wanted to do. Yeah, it works. Yeah, we'll figure this out. Yeah, I'll be okay. Nothing. Alright, let's go fight the horse bull thing.
Your father's been extra inspired.
A most enticing challenge.
Music. Creation. Or creation.
Run. Fire. Feeling better.
Sweet damn.
yourself.
Let's carve a path. Ready to strike.
Finesse and twist.
Let the ink flow.
Do you really? Oh. Ah.
Yeah. On fire.
Wait. Faster than strong. Always play twice in a row, but deal 50% less damage. Ah, okay. I see. I can't believe the climactic battle is going to be at the Eiffel Tower.
And the chroma we need to bring back Lumia.
Even I can sense him.
We'd better make sure we're ready.
He is here, doing what needs to be done. What I can't do anymore. What needs to be done. For my sake and theirs, the boy has gone silent. Okay, we're not having it at the tower, we're having it in front of the tower. Which is still kind of cool. Hello, Papa. Hello, Andy Serkis.
Papa?
Alicia.
Please. I just want you to understand what this canvas means to me.
I do understand. I know how powerful and intoxicating it is. How deeply attached we can become to the worlds we pour our hearts and souls into. I was enthralled, and it nearly killed me.
It doesn't mean you have to erase Verso's canvas.
Child, do you think I want to? After all the sorrows we've endured, do you really think that I want to destroy this last piece of his soul?
Then don't. Don't.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices. We do what we must.
Grief often blinds us, and we make choices we can never take back.
You grieve for two.
I grieve for many.
The choices of parents leave indelible marks upon their children. But ultimately, the voices in their head have to be their own. You cannot set the boundaries of their life for them.
After the fire, you wanted me to find new joy in life. And I tried. But I couldn't. Verso died because of me. How do I get from that to joy?
Child, it will get better, I promise you. But this is not the way. Your friends speak truth. And it changes nothing. You can hate me. But that's a choice I must make. As your father, I must look out for you. Especially when you can't look out for yourself.
You treat me as if I'm still 5!
I treat you as if the shadow from the worst day of our lives is going to suffocate you and take you from us too! Enough. I said enough.
No, sick.
Nice. Void takes everything.
Chroma is flowing. Thunder! Strike sprint! I'll do it.
Let's carve a path. End of the line.
Let's spill some ink.
Let the ink flow.
Watch out, my Al.
Ooh. Oh shit.
Stop this insanity. It's time to go home.
I do love a challenge, but this is beginning to irk me.
Fuck. He keeps regenerating.
Maybe we focus on the axons first.
She can't.
Oh, Clair. Fuck.
Mama.
Oh no.
yourself. It's too soon for you to return to any canvas.
I thought it was Clair. Fucking tiny bug. So, are we gonna have a kaiju fight in the background?
On me.
Canvas.
You're selfish, Aline.
Oh, great. He just Virgil'd his way out. To buff himself.
Ready to carry.
Void meteors!
Let's carve a path. End of the line.
That's better.
God damn.
On fire.
Now's our chance.
Ali, look at Alicia. She can't be here. It's supposed to be you and me. You against me?
Go home, Renoir. Go paint something else.
Why am I the only one who sees this?
End of the line.
Aside, the canvas is killing you both.
I'm doing too well. Whoa! Fuck, that's a wallpaper screen. Holy shit.
Ironic. Your mother was the one who saved me when I lost myself in a canvas. She taught me how to safely use is our gift. How to soar without flying too close to the sun. We painted hundreds of canvas worlds, pushing the very boundaries of creation. And she never let me forget that every day we spent here has a price. Yet, here we are now.
So trust her. If she's doing this, then...
I trust what she taught me. This is not a game. You think you know what's at stake, but you don't.
I know precisely what's at stake. You want control. You want to feel like you're doing something. You couldn't save Verso, so you want to save us. Except you're not. Destroying the canvas won't help us move on. It'll just deny us the one place that helped us feel again.
67 years. 67 years I spent trapped within the monolith. But I persisted. Do you know why? Do you know why I cannot leave her or you behind? This is what I see every day. I cannot spend another day with living corpses. Since the fire, our family has crumbled. Aline in the canvas. Clair fighting a solitary war. You, a living ghost. Verso's death broke us. Want it to be fixed. I need it to be fixed. I cannot lose you too.
Don't you see? That's how I feel about them. I can't lose them either. I've lost too much. Papa, see? I've lost so much.
We both lost so much.
Papa, I don't want to lose you either. I'm not leaving you forever. Just a little longer.
I want to trust you, but
you can.
keep the light on for you. I hope you find peace. Hold on to each other.
You're tired of painting, aren't you? I'm tired too.
That's... You shouldn't be able to be here.
Mamon's gift.
Why did you run in? It's dangerous for you here.
See things as they are. Not how you want them to be.
What?
You lied to your father.
No.
He saw it too. But he wanted to believe. You're going to die here. Why don't you just leave? You can always come back.
The moment I leave, Papa will erase this canvas.
This is not worth your life.
What life? My life of loneliness in a shell of a body, with no voice and no future.
You're my El. No matter where you are, you don't need this canvas.
But everything I want is here. Here I have a chance to live, Verso, to live. Out there I merely exist.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices.
Stop quoting Papa!
It's time to stop painting.
Verso! Papa also said, hold on to each other.
Old friend, you've traveled miles, spinning in circles. Your blind eyes on the dial, stripping
I'm sorry.
out colors. But it's time to say goodbye until next life.
Oh, that's really good. Pezmail, Pez Verso. Oh, that's so good. Verso. Oh, shit! Just...
Don't do this. Don't leave me again.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, huh? You've got this incredible power to paint. You'll never have to suffer a life you don't want. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. miss you guys. It's okay. It's over. Versa.
Miroir du temps, nos histoires s'alignent dans le creux de nos mains. Deux mondes se dessinent, l'un peint de rêve où le chagrin s'efface, l'autre nu et réel où notre deuil prend place. Au lendemain non écrit, sous les étoiles où tout commence, rien ne finit. Dans l'étreinte du destin, les liens restent éternels dans le dessin. Toile vierge, horizon lointain, peignons ensemble les couleurs de demain. Au clair obscur, œuvres infinies. Chaque pas trace la route d'une vie. Au lendemain non écrit, sous les
Oh, sweet lord. Okay. Man. Oh, shit. The imagery is really, really good. Ugh. Kinda love the concept art though. Sorry, I'm just looking up like the stuff for Simon. I don't know. I don't know if I should. Hey, Gustav. Sophie. Lune. Ciel. SKA. Verso. It's my boy Ben Star. Monoko. Clair. Renoir. Andy Circus. Aline. So there's a lot that I want to dig into this. I don't know whether or not I can get back into like the last part to see the other side of the coin, because I do really like that choice at the end. Because there is a lot to take in with this game. I don't know if I should even start my review. I'm just gonna skip. Sorry, Clair Obscur. Says my question, where does it put me? Does it put me right before the big fight? Kind of? Kind of, not really. Okay, but I do really want to see that ending. I wish there was an option to be like, you want to fight Mael again? Oh, there's just an option for New Game Plus. New Game Plus. You're about to start New Game Plus. In this mode, enemies in battles are much harder. Exclusive rewards and loot can also be unlocked. You keep your character's progression and your inventory, but everything else will be lost. Side quest progression, quest items, and relationship levels will reset. I wonder if that might be it. No, it just saved over as soon as I went over here. Damn. Okay, so the only way you can see it is if you play through the entire game over again. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna switch over to computer mode because I do want to see that ending for Mael's part. So hold on. Let me be on the not be right back. This one. Okay. So hold on. Gotta exit out of here. I do want to check out how this goes. Because it's killing me right now. It's really killing me. Actually, the first thing I want to check out is that Simon fight. Okay, so we already saw the little detail about Simon. Let me switch over to PC. Wait, hold on. Let me raise up the volume. Okay. So we'll get to the beginning of the fight. So who is this by? This is by Boss Fight Database. Thank you, Boss Fight Database.
My friend.
Let's see how this goes. Because I hear this fight... I was looking at the guide, and it's like, this fight is incredibly tough. Oh, they got their shit. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, Cheater is one of the things I was seeing that you gotta have on.
You're outmatched. Prepare for oblivion.
Oh, it's a charge move. Oh, that's pretty good.
Why, yes, I'd love a dance. Your turn to shine.
So I was looking at the guide as well. He has 3 phases.
Let's carve a path.
God damn. Oh my god, I was not gonna do jack shit against him.
Let us stain them.
God damn, that's cool looking.
Get ready.
Ready to evade.
Spicy.
Damn, he just takes your life.
Incoming. My turn. I've got this. You're outmatched. I've got this.
Not looking good. Lightning dance!
I don't know if I have the cheater
You're
thing.
Watch out.
The Pictos, excuse me.
My love, these foes are beneath you. You who have fought heaven and earth and subdued giants. To find me, to free me from her grasp. To the likes of them. While your oath remains unfulfilled, rise. Your enemies await.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, so this is phase 2. Look at this fucking Dark Souls boss. Look at this fucking Artorias of the Abyss.
Let's push forward.
Oh my god!
Let's push
Is that part of the gimmick? You can't really do anything?
Feel the burn.
It looks like it.
Prepare for oblivion. Last ditch effort.
Ooh, that is like a tiny bit of health. Oh my god. I would be so fucked. I would be so fucked.
Careful now.
Oh, that's fucky. That's cool, but that's so fucky.
I've got this. I think I'll improvise. I've got this.
I'm ready.
Wow. I wouldn't be able to get this. This shit would fuck me up so bad. I realize I'm getting old when like timing shit like this is insane.
Lightning dance. A storm is coming.
Holy shit, man. Oh, it's a cool music.
Get ready.
The follow through shit is cool, but holy fuck, man.
The bitter
the damage is incredible, but that is nuts. Just the amount he's able to tank. Oh my god, my old ass could not. My old ass could not fucking do this. I would just go, look at the fucking pictos. You see it all at the bottom. I'm guffawed.
Your turn to dance.
Yeah, Guillaume Brioche is a fucking crazy man. Makes sense for a guy that really loved Royal Guard in Devil May Cry 5. Dude, just like you do the numbers is high, but the amount that you do to his health is like minuscule. I feel like I would lose my shit. Oh my god!
I think I'll improvise.
That was a very good chunk.
I'll manage.
Watch out, Minot.
How long is this? Oh my god. Got like 8 more minutes.
I think I'll improvise.
A storm is coming. Let's shake the earth. I'm ready.
The fun begins. It likes you.
Damn, bro, just everything about this fight.
I'll improvise. Last ditch effort. Your turn to dance.
Let's push forward.
No, is there like a 2x speed? Oh, hold on. Simon did a thing. Oh. Oh, we could just go mage you. What? Fuck it. What? What the actual fuck? Oh, I gotta remember what is that move that my elf just did? Last chance. Okay. It reduces to 1. God damn. No, increases her. Okay. Wow. The amount of forethought you gotta put into this. That is fucking nuts, man. 3 times? Fuck you, Simon. Your mother. That's what I think. Sorry, excuse me. Your mother. Fuck you.
Not today.
Oh my god.
Get out of this campus.
Yeah, you can go mage him. Fuck. Are we done? I think that was it. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck off. You get the sword? Oh, come on. That's cool as shit. Okay, I can see why. It's very worth doing this fight. This fucking at World's End shit. Right, hold on. Get off of your annotations. Oh, that's it? I was really hoping to hear that little thing right there. Okay, so, hold on. Back to me. Let's look up the ending. Okay, so there's Verso's ending. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. This is by Gamer's Little Playground, excuse me. Gamer's Little Playground. So you have to fight with Mael. Damn, bro, I was really hoping that it'd just be like, okay, you can fight Mael. See the other ending. And it's like, no. Hold on. Before this actually does anything, let me actually make sure that, like, oh, there's actually... Yeah, okay, so you have to replay it again. Okay. You'll just, fuck it. We'll go. We ball. Yeah, because I was seeing that you can reload the save, but my dumbass kept walking in and out of the area, and then it kept auto-saving, so that ended up fucking me up.
Verso, stop! You can't just decide this for everyone!
We're all hypocrites, doing the same thing to each other.
Cool.
What about Lune and Ciel and Minoko? What about Esquier?
Ciel was right. Grief blinds us. All you see are walls.
Witness the flame.
Please. Thank you. Stop him from painting.
Don't say that. Please. Don't say that.
Hey, please. Listen to me. Only you can do this. You can do this, please. Unpaint me. Unpaint me.
So,
Please. I don't want this life.
stop saying
I
that.
don't want this life. I don't want this life.
I just wanted to live this lifetime together. This lifetime that was stolen from us. Please. Bro. Please.
I don't want this life. Help me. Help me.
Would you find a reason to smile?
Ooh. Ooh, that ending, man. That's their little thing. Hold on. Okay. Ooh, there's a lot to that ending. That ending is feel bad. But it's really good, though. Okay. I just have the music playing in the background. Hold on. Okay. I'm back. Just so I can talk about the music. Hold on. Let me do this. Hold on. Okay. And let me make myself a little bit bigger. Okay. Because I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this game. There is a lot. Obviously, the main theme of this game is grief. Let me just lower the volume for the... Okay. Okay, so you can hear my dumbass voice. Grief is a huge, huge theme of this game, and I think it's done incredibly, incredibly powerful with so many factors of what this world means, and the twist that you get after the end of the second act is, I think, incredibly well done. When starting off this game, it felt like it was very Nier, and I love Nier because of the world is such in a weird state, and then, you know, once you progress through the story of Nier, it starts to like come together that like, oh, I guess spoilers for Nier, that the character that you're playing is kind of not real, and the real version of him is become this ethereal thing. And when you get that twist at the end of this game, and when you get that twist at the end of the second act, that this whole world is a figment of somebody's imagination, but obviously it's a magical world essentially, and you kind of get hit of just like, oh fuck, like what wait, what do you mean this is not real? And then you get the actual outside world, and there's stuff going on the outside where you don't really understand as to what is happening, but you do get just a kind of like a camera into the world of this family that's living in this weird world, and the Descendre family, Descendre, that they're going through their own family ordeal, and that being the death of their son / brother, and how people deal with that grief. And I think it's done incredibly well of just like these complex feelings that you get. So I guess before I head into the whole thing about grief, the story itself I think is incredibly interesting, because you get that theme of like, oh, there's melancholy in this world, like there's something going on, it's not really stated as to what is happening, and then you get the full experience of what a gommage is, because everybody kind of hints towards that at the beginning of the game. And you know, you play as Gustav, so it's just, okay, you know, this guy, he seems a little sad about something, and then like he not hooks up, but like he gets back together with a girl that he was with for a good bit, and then but there's like something about it where like everybody's like saying they're like a goodbye, and it's just like, what is going on? I don't remember if I watched anything for the trailer. I think I saw like the flowers like fading away, but I don't really remember like anything else to the game besides a little bit of the gameplay, because I was just like, oh shit, this game's fucking turn-based, that's sick. But you get to see what a gommage is, and it's like, yeah, it's essentially being Thanos turning into, like, instead of dust, flower petals. And it's like, what? And then you get, you know, the further along you go in the game, the world starts to expand a little bit, and you kind of get the explanation as to like, yeah, essentially there's a fucking like thing over there that is putting down a timer for us, that we have to go defeat this thing or stop it somehow, so we can get that timer to stop, because anybody who reaches that age of what is said over there disappears. And it's like, whoa, what? And you get more of the explanation that like, oh yeah, like it's going to get to a point where nobody's going to be left. Even the younger kids are going to get older, but like the timer is still going to go down. So it's like they're on borrowed time. So I think, you know, once you get to the continent, essentially, to the other side, and you meet Renoir, and Renoir is like the first thing you meet on that island, and everybody's just like confused. It's like, wait, there's an old man here? Wait, people can get old? And then he starts fucking things up and essentially becoming Sephiroth. And it's just like, whoa, what is happening? Like, there's so much stuff being thrown at you. And, you know, the death of Gustav was obviously the biggest one. It was just like, oh, Gustav is not the main character. He is part of the cast. But then it becomes the rest of the other people in the story that talk about how crazy the world is. And it's just funny to see that the game kind of like, I guess, swipes the rug from underneath you, and thinking that this is going to be a kind of cohesive story. And then you get introduced to other things, into like, okay, Maëlle is getting visions. She's experiencing these weird things, and you meet other people in this world, like the curator, and then you get a little bit more of a hint of like what's exactly going on in this world. So when, oh god, like when Maëlle gets those visions, it's just like, just more questions are added. It's just like, okay, who is this girl with the mask? Why does she kind of look like Maëlle? Why is Renoir like killing everybody? After Gustav dies, who the fuck is this guy that appears out of nowhere? That Verso. And then it's just like more questions get added. And then the biggest chunk of the game is the second act, and it's huge chunk of the second act. And then you kind of get along with the story, and then I think the bonds are incredibly important to this game, where Verso starts to connect with the people that he's just met, and then he starts to develop a relationship with them, and starts to see that, like, yes, all of them have their own tragic story, and all of them are grieving in a way in a world that doesn't really give them time to grieve. And Verso essentially being kind of immortal is one of the other factors where everybody's just like, well, you know, life is precious to us, and like, you kind of don't get it, but you know, we hope you eventually do understand that, like, we don't have that much time for us. And Lune and Ciel like explained that they only have like a couple years left before they disappear, and then Maëlle has like a couple more years because she's only 16, which is obviously the other crazy part as well, where you start to understand that, like, oh shit, like, you're essentially letting a child go on this like this journey that she might not come back from, but it's kind of like their duty, their civil duty to do this, to save the people who are over there on the other side, and to save the future, essentially. But even then, it's like, there kind of is no future if they don't succeed, or if what they theorize even is applicable. So it's really interesting to see as well, when you're coming along different other journals from other expeditions and hearing what they've gone through, just so they can leave something behind for the next expedition to find and be like, yeah, kind of watch out for that, or like, keep in mind that this happened, or like, this is a reminder that we existed, we are people, we were here. So once you get to the second act and you start to get like the revelations and the reveals, and like the whole thing with Verso, that like Verso knows about what's going on in the continent, and like what's going on in the world, who Renoir is, and then like also the other reveal as well, that Verso is Renoir's son, and that kind of whole like distrust that Lune has with him, of just like, you are lying to us, and then like, you have to keep it straight with us. But even then, Verso keeps hiding things. And I think that kind of like is perfect for like the ending part of Verso's ending. But before I get to that, yeah, it's just like the axons are like the other things that are key factors that can take down the barrier of the Paintress, and then you're able to get into the Paintress vicinity. But then it's also revealed that like the big giant thing is not the Paintress. It's just like an avatar. So then you eventually find the real Paintress, and it's like, huh, she kind of looks like the Curator. And then that reveal of essentially being like, oh, the Paintress is Verso's mom, and the Curator is Verso's dad. Huh. And then you get to the end of the second act where they defeat the Paintress, everything is cleared up, they get back to Lumiere, and then Verso has that letter, and he reads it, and it's like, oh, it's meant for Mael. But this fucker's lying again. He's keeping shit secret. And then that becomes the reveal of like, yeah, this world is not what it seems. And the world is gonna come to an end because my dad is like, this time of grieving needs to end. Like everybody, like my dad is essentially in the state of like, everyone else has to get their shit together. And if not, I'm stopping this. So you get that thing where everybody gomages, and it's just like, oh fuck. And then you get that little intermission where you're in the other world, and that whole explanation, the biggest revelation of just, this world is not real. This was a creation by Verso when he was a child. It is essentially the last thing that Verso has left behind before his death. Even the explanation of the death is kind of like up in, not want to say up in the air, it is kind of like explained a little bit, but not to the fullest extent of just like, well, there was a whole thing that happened. Alicia got tricked, and a fire happened, and essentially it injured her, but it killed Verso in that world. So now everybody's kind of going through their own way of grieving, and not for the best because of the fact that like they're a whole family unit, but they're separated by this one thing that happened. And Alicia is obviously, you know, the one that you kind of sympathize with a bit more because she is the youngest and it affected her, and she has that, I would assume she has survivor's guilt. So you get the whole explanation from Clair, the older sister, and Clair really seems like she's just fed up with this shit, and it kind of feels like she has a bit of resentment towards Alicia, of just like, if you weren't tricked, Verso would still be here and we wouldn't be going through this fucking shit, this grieving nonsense. She's like, you do what you can to get mom and dad out of the painting. I'm gonna go figure this shit out that's happening in our world. So yeah, essentially go in there, get mom and dad out, come back so we can actually like do something about the situation. So you get in, and then that explanation that like, oh, Alicia didn't properly go into the world, so essentially she's just rebirthed in this world. And it's just like, wait, what? And that's the funny thing, is that like there is another version of her, but it's not her. It's just a figment of that world. It's like the same thing with Renoir and the Paintress, and the Curator and the Paintress are the actual like people. They are the actual parents. And then you get like that painting version of Renoir, the canvas version of Renoir, where it's like he is viewed as, you know, something destructive, and that's just how that version is done. But it is still like, I guess, resonating with the Curator Renoir version. Like, it's very heady when you think about it, of just like, he still represents Renoir, not the best qualities of Renoir, but still Renoir. And it's just like this whole thing of like Mael and Alicia being interconnected, and Mael being confused about this, about like, whoa, what's happening? What is going on? Why do I look like you? Why do you look like me? What is happening? And the answer to that is like, essentially, you are Alicia. You're Mael, but you're technically Alicia. You were just rebirthed into this world. And it's just like, oh my god. Like it's like really fucky when you think about it. But yeah, it's just, you know, the coming to the climax of like, okay, we defeated Renoir. Well, the canvas version Renoir, and oh shit, the actual Renoir curator version is still here, and he's basically saying that like it's time for this to end. All of this has to go. If this doesn't go, my wife, your mom, Alicia, is still going to be caught in this grief and going to be trying to keep this world alive for no reason. And it's just like, for what? Like, I know I am in grief as well because this was my son, but I can't keep living in a world where everyone in my family is suffering. This thing is like, of course, the last piece of my son, but that reminder that he's not here anymore is just hurting everybody. And I don't want that. I don't want to see my family hurt. So it's just like this complex thing of like how grief takes a hold of different people. And I think it's incredibly well done at the end. The end, I think, is like, you could take it either or. I realized that like I kind of went with the good ending, but it's just like this whole complex thing because of the fact that you have your other characters. So like I said, the ending is just incredibly well done, especially when you have the decision between the two. Of course, you know, you kind of have to do another playthrough in order to see the other ending, and it's just like, oh damn, I wish I could just go back to my previous save, which could have, but I fucked up. But anyways, it's just one of those things where it's just it's crazy to think about the ending, and it's really, really well done. But it depends which ending you get. So then this kind of like comes into the whole thing with characters. The characters are all strong because of the fact that they are grieving in their own way. Because you have obviously Gustav, who you think is the main character, grieving in his way, which, you know, he just had to say goodbye to his girlfriend in a world that doesn't give him enough time to grieve. And then he's off to a completely different part of the world to see whether or not he can be successful in stopping this thing from affecting other people. So then you have Gustav's whole thing, and then he dies, but you still have those moments where he connects with Maëlle, and basically you see that like, yeah, they are kind of brother and sister. He also explains that like Maëlle was orphaned because her parents fucking gomaged, and he has basically treated her like family, and he cares about her deeply. But even then, Gustav is such a strong character because like he is somebody that it's just crazy to think that like everybody in this cast is incredibly human. Even though they have magical abilities, they are incredibly human, and they have very like, it's just incredibly dark thoughts, because you have that one scene with Gustav where Gustav, you know, after the fucking massacre that happens from Renoir at like the start of heading into the continent, you have him in that cave, and like he's looking around and it's just dead bodies, and then he's about to off himself, and it's just like, holy shit, because he comes to that realization that like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it out of this. And he's like, you kind of see him process of like, okay, if I do make it out of this, where will I go? On top of that, I can't find anyone else. And then it's just like these all these thoughts you can kind of see in his face just coming in, and him thinking about like pulling the trigger. Then Lune shows up, and Lune essentially saves him, and you kind of get going from there. And then you have, you know, the bond moments where Lune opens up to Verso, Monoko opens up to Verso, Ciel, Esque a little bit, and Maëlle, and everybody just has like these moments of just like, they're trying to live on in a world that makes them remember that they don't have enough time. They're trying to live a life that they want, but they really can't because of this thing of trying to stop this almost non-stopping force. So yeah, you have like Lune's whole backstory about like her parents were scientists and her parents basically trained her, and it felt like she didn't really have her own personal life, and then music was like the biggest thing that was important to her. And she even has that little thing at the end where after you do her side quest of just like, yeah, it's just like, you know, my parents wanted me to have this legacy and complete their work and this and that. And then Verso's just like, but you know, you can live your life, right? Like, you don't necessarily have to live their life. You can live yours. And she's like, yeah, I guess I can. So you have that little nice moment. And then you get Minoko's whole thing with like what happened with Noko. And then the whole reveal as well is just like Noko has died previously before and then resurrected. But he's actually taking care of Minoko back in the day. So it's kind of like this whole back and forth thing of like, Noko was essentially Minoko's dad, and then now Minoko has become Noko's dad. Like, it's just like this whole back and forth thing because of how interesting the gesturals are of them just being creatures. So you have SK, you talk to him for a little bit, like SK is adorable. Mael, you talk to her a little bit more about her grieving, and then, you know, the whole reveal with Alicia, and then like her coming to terms with Alicia, kind of like understanding where she's coming from. And then you have CL's backstory where it's just like, dude, that hit me in the gut. Like, oh my god, like I just wanted to hug CL and just like everything about like the whole reveal of like the swimming part, and it's just like, oh my god, like that is harsh. That is harsh because that's the initial part that you get from like CL, is that like CL is very happy and like, you know, she tries to keep everyone together, like she tries to be like the moral support. And then you have that backstory of just like, oh my god, like she is hurting in her own way. And then the reveal as well of like, there might be a chance to bring everybody back, but then she's conflicted as well of just like, I don't know if I can explain to my husband that I lost our child. And it's just like that thing of just like, oh my god, that's horrible. That is like, that is a horrible thing to think about in a moment that should be happy, but you can't get happiness from it because there is still grief. It's like so many layers to that, and like, you know, everybody's little like thing about themselves. Lune's, you know, being kind of like distant and kind of solitary, but you kind of understand from her perspective as well because of her parents trying to keep her focused on this one thing and basically trying to make her like the best of the best of the scientists essentially. And her basic idea of like, be focused on the mission. This is what your parents taught you. Just focus on that. But then yeah, you get eventually her to open up, and then you kind of like throughout these exchanges you get Verso to open up about himself and like reveal what he liked to do back in the day and like what his connection with Renoir was and like all this other stuff. And it's obviously that real part of Verso explaining what or who he was outside of the world. Like that is, I think, the complex idea behind the world of Clair Obscur, is that in this canvas it is still like technically like Verso is kind of in here. There's like a part of his soul, I would have to say. Oh, did the music end? Oh no, it's going. Like there's a part of him still in this world, and it's still being kept alive by that part. And Renoir trying to destroy all that is like essentially telling the rest of the family that like, I'm getting rid of this last part of Verso. Yeah, it's just like everybody is really strong in their own way. And then, like I said, Verso is interesting because obviously he is kind of like the Gustav replacement, but his whole thing of basically kind of lying about what's going on in this world and keeping it from the others, it's just one of those things where like you can feel the distrust, and yeah, man, it's just everything about this game its story is so complex, but it's so well done because it leaves you conflicted, especially towards the end. And you know, that ending, I guess the biggest thing I have to talk about is the ending, but you know, just leave it towards the end of my review. So you get the setting. The setting is really cool because obviously the whole thing of France, but it's like this one part of Paris, and it's just like, huh, that's weird. And then the rest of the world, because I initially thought that like, oh, this part of the world was essentially ripped away from somewhere, from France, and now they're just in this weird fucked up world that they don't understand. And it's like, okay, go out into the weird continent to get to the paintress and get rid of her. And then you see the rest of the stuff that's happening over there, and everything that you fight is just like this weird amalgamation of like different shapes and things and ideas and creatures, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on in this world? And yeah, and then the reveal that like this is a canvas, this is a thing that you paint on. It's like, oh, these are just like paintings, these are creations, these are things that exist in people's ideas. And I think that's really cool. And just seeing like the progression of like how the world kind of like changes when you go into like different areas, or just like, oh, here's a cave area that's like illuminated with like very beautiful lights, and then you get out of it and it's just like this like rocky area where it's like the rocks are faces, and it's just like, what the fuck is happening? But then when you really think about it, because the whole thing with the reveal, it's like, oh, this is like somebody's like ideas when they want to like draw or paint or do something creative, just like basically just thrown onto something, and it's like everywhere. That's what it feels like a collage of different things. So yeah, the setting I think is like really, really cool. And it like, it really holds up as well because of like what this world is. Music, oh my god, the music is just like perfect. It's so fucking good, this music. I'm not listening to it right now because I need to like kind of get my thoughts across a little bit more. But the music, I love the different style changes of like each song, and then even the main theme gets like different renditions, and it's just incredibly well done because everything that the game tries to exude is like the melancholy, and then you get like the lyrical theme of like the Clair Obscur stuff, and it's just like, oh, it's done incredibly well. Even like some of the tracks that like you kind of get like, oh shit, like the vocal stuff, like, you know, you get like the female vocalist and then the male vocalist, and it becomes like this almost like rock opera, and it's like, oh shit, that's really good. And Monoko's theme is fucking great. So yeah, and then you get to the gameplay, and like everything about this game is just like a mishmash of really cool shit that I dig, and I really do like the fact that it's done pretty well. And then like, just the game kept throwing like different mechanics at you, just like, oh, here's this new thing, here's another new thing, oh, this character plays different from the other one, here's how they play, and this character has got this new thing, and like, oh, did you know the weapons actually give you buffs, and then you get these other buffs that you can like essentially like put onto yourself if you do 4 battles, and then get it onto you, and then this like the elemental types, and it's just like, oh my god, there's so many things going on. Like it's an RPG fan like game, and then it's also an action game fans like dream as well, because you get like the parry and the dodge stuff. Like it's very active, and I think that's like the really cool part. Everybody's own gimmick, I think, is really well done. I didn't get too far into Monoko and CL, which I probably will do because obviously I want to go back and like kind of get their levels up. But it's really cool to see how everyone works. You know, Mael has her stance stuff. Lune has her stains. Or, you know, originally you had Gustav's was Overture stuff, which I think was pretty cool because it's just like, oh, it just build up. But it's very like basic compared to everyone else's. And then you get CL. CL has her card stuff, and like that is a little bit more what's what I'm looking for? That is a bit more involved because it's like, oh, you get 2 different card types, and it's like you get sun and moon, and then sun buffs moon and moon buffs sun, and it's like this whole different thing of like, oh shit, that's pretty cool. And you get Verso's where his is ranks, and it's like, oh my god, that's fucking crazy. And it's like, it's really cool because once you get to the S rank, it's like, okay, you can just do some shit. And then Minoko's whole thing of like a roulette wheel, but how that's tied to like the moves that he does and like how it's able to buff his stuff is just like, oh my god, like this is fucking nuts. And then his shit on top of that of just being like, oh, he is essentially a shapeshifter, and he needs enemies' feet in order to transform into them, and it helps out with the roulette wheel because he has different ways of transforming. And it's just like, oh my god, there's so much crazy shit. Exploration stuff I think is also pretty fun as well, because you have SKA being essentially your airship or your car, and you get to go around and like explore a little bit more. And then obviously towards the end it starts to open up because of his upgrades essentially, and then you're able to swim, fly, and then like run around on land, which I think is also very, very cool. Anything else mechanic wise? Fighting merchants is pretty fun. I think that's pretty cool. It's like, oh, fight them, you might get something secret, something cool. Sorry, talking a lot. Mechanics. Boss fights I think are really well done as well. They're tough. They're very tough. Even like the secret ones, like that Simon one, holy shit, I would not be able to do that. I would not be able. I'm glad I watched it, because just to see like the insane shit, but it's coming from somebody who obviously, Guillaume Brioche, is somebody that really loves action games and really loves that crazy shit, because that just looks like Virgil and fucking, why is his name escaping me now? Oh my god, I'm losing the name. Now. Artorias, Jesus. It's essentially Virgil and Artorias just like mixed into one, and it's just like this crazy fucking boss fight. And it's really cool looking, but like that's also the Gonzo shit. Same thing with like Gogra, where Gogra is like initially super tough, and I don't know like whether or not I'm able to go back and like do anything against Gogra. But yeah, I like the stuff being incredibly active, an active turn base of just like dodging and parrying, and then and then introducing like the gradient parries and the jumps, and it's just like, oh yeah, like this game is trying to make you like be on your toes. And not to say that like other turn-based games are like mindless, but it's just like this game is like incredibly interactive. I'm trying to think what it reminded me of a little bit. With the interactive stuff, I can't really think of anything that comes into mind. So yeah, it's just everything gameplay wise, it's incredibly fun in this game. It's fun to get learning enemy patterns, and like it's kind of very action game Dark Souls-esque in that way of just like remembering enemy patterns and like what they do, how to get around that, and even like understanding your pictos and stuff. It's just like, oh, the pictos like add buffs to you, and like you can kind of like cheat the system in the game, which I think is really, really cool. So yeah, everything is incredibly fun in this game. Its story is incredibly complex, and its mechanics is just like so involved. It's so involved. So I think now I can get to the ending. You know, like I was mentioning, everything revolving around grief and revolving around, you know, all this feeling of like guilt. Man, Verso's ending is so nice, because it's just like one of these things where it's like it's his decision in a way, where it's kind of outside world Verso and then inside canvas world Verso, where they get to make the decision for themselves. That's where I feel like it's kind of nice. But it's also adding to that bit of, I wouldn't say cruelty, but it's just one of those things where it kind of keeps you in your mind as well, where when Mael / Alicia is basically like pleading with him, basically like, I don't want to go back. There's nothing for me. I want to stay here in this world where I feel like I have a purpose. And it's just one of those things where it's like, oh my god, like it when you really think about it, it's like, you're essentially kicking a person out to a world that they don't want to go back to. But even then, you have another person's feeling that like, I want this to end. I want this to stop. I don't want people to continue to suffer, and I don't want this on you or anyone else outside. But you kind of also have that feeling of like, well, what about the other people? What about Lune, Monoko, SK, CL? The other people outside? It's just like, you know, it kind of like tosses a blanket over them, just like, well, this is Verso's world. He gets to say what he wants, but these are people that exist in here, in this world, that kind of like, I kind of got that feeling of just like, we are playthings for these people who create things that kind of have godlike abilities, because they're able to create life, but they get to toy with us. Like that was the initial feeling I got when I saw Lune. When Lune didn't go through the portal and she was just staring at Verso, and she sits down and she's like, motherfucker, like, god damn it. Because everyone else who went through all gomaged, essentially, all faded away. And you get that nice moment as well when, you know, you get SK and Monoko hugging Verso, and Verso saying like, I'm gonna miss you guys. And then CL coming in, which that's why it's incredibly important to do the bond stuff, because of the whole thing that like, oh, CL and Verso kind of had a fling a little bit, but it's one of those things where like, she cares about Verso. But there's that whole thing that CL explains that like, if Mael is able to bring back everybody, including CL's husband, she would just drop Verso right away and go back right to her husband, because that's the person that she misses the most. And it's obvious. It's her husband. Because she's still technically married, but she's a widow. But even then, you know, you get Lune, where Lune doesn't say a word, but she looks at him like, son of a bitch. Like, really? Like, you get to decide what we in this world like didn't want to happen. We don't want this world to end. And like, that's her, like, that's what I felt like she was going through her mind, of like, this motherfucker again. So yeah, and then you get that whole like thing between Verso and Mael of just like, I'm sorry, but like, I want this to stop. I need this to stop. And Mael just pleading with him, just being like, don't send me back out there. And it's just like, man. But even then, you kind of get that like bit of a hopeful ending of like, all the rest of the Desandre family are out there. They're kind of back together. Obviously, they're still mourning, but they're doing it as a family rather than being separated and trying to do their own thing. Which, like, that feels nice in a way. Then you get Mael's ending, and Mael's ending feels much, much darker. And it's one of those things where it's fucked. Like, for me, it feels like it's fucked. Because you have that moment as well with Verso and Mael when they enter the world, where little boy Verso is kind of in there. And Verso's like, you lied to your dad. You don't plan on, like, going back. You plan on staying here. And he's like, I can't let you do that. This is not your decision to make. But Mael, like, you know, like I said, Mael was pleading with him, like, I have nothing out there. I have nothing out there. So then you get that ending, and at the end of the fight, and you get Verso just, like, fucking pleading with her. Just, like, please stop this. Please, 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 please. And Mael's like, but, like, I can't. I just can't. And it's like, it's almost like a purgatory kind of feeling of just, oh my god, like, she has basically subjugated her brother to like this purgatory. But you also feel for her, because obviously the whole thing of, like, you know, her being disfigured and her inability to talk, and like, in this world she feels whole. She feels like she has a purpose. And then obviously growing up with the people around her obviously gives more to that purpose of, like, you know, Gustav, CL, Lune. It's just like these people that I know. And then you get that piano ending where Verso's just like shaking, and like, it kind of feels like now this world has become Mael's world, has become Alicia's world. This is not Verso's memory anymore. This has become hers now. And it's just like, ooh, that feels dark. And then Verso's just like, you kind of see on his face that like, this is wrong. This is very, very wrong. And then you get that flash of like, of Mael with like the chroma on her face. Like there's something has been distorted essentially. Like this whole world has been perverted. And it's just like, oh my God. Like that's like, that felt like the bad ending. But like I was saying, is like the complexities of like these what's going on for these different people, and like you feel for Mael / Alicia, just like this whole thing that there might be nothing for her, but you can't really say, you can't really determine what's going to happen in the future. Yeah, man, there's those two endings are really well done. They're really, really good. So yeah, just overall thoughts. This game is fucking great. It took me a bit to get through it. Yeah, this is a GOTY contender for me. This is a fucking 10 out of 10 because just everything, the challenge in this game, the boss fights, the music, the story, the themes, everything about this game is a fucking 10 out of 10. Like the overhyping of it is well deserved because of everything. It's great, fucking amazing. I will probably do another playthrough in my own time, but man, it's just like the challenges, like that Simon fight is like the only thing that's kind of deterring me from like doing it, because just watching that whole thing just kind of being done, and I'm like, oh, my inability to fucking like time this shit is like out the door. I would not be able to do that fight. But yeah, just everything about this game is so fucking good. And it like this was an interesting question that I thought with the other boys, is just, could they do a sequel? And it's like, yeah, you can do a sequel because of like the shit that's happening in the outside world, or even then based on the ending that you get. Like if you have like a whole thing with like Mael's ending where it's just like her sister has to go get her out because the shit with the writers is happening, and it's just like, oh shit, like the shit is building up. Or even then New World, but it's with the writers, and it's just like, oh shit, like this is cool. Yeah, there's just a lot of things you can do from this world, and I think it's done incredibly well. Alright, with that said, that is it for Clair Obscur Expedition 33. 10 out of 10 from Chonch. Until then, I will try to figure out what to play next. But I'll see you then. Bye-bye.